Hi everyone, it's Miss Allie here, and today we are talking about Brussels sprouts. This is a raw Brussels sprout. So as you can see, it's really nice and green and it's tiny, and you might even think that it looks like a tiny version of a cabbage. And if you do think that, that's a great observation because Brussels sprouts and cabbages are a part of the same vegetable family. Their family is called the Cruciferae family, also known as the Brassicite family. Other vegetables in this family are, of course, Brussels sprouts and cabbages, but also broccoli, cauliflower, collard greens, and kale. All amazing green vegetables that we love. When we eat Brussels sprouts, we just eat this tiny little bulb of the plant, but there's so much more to a Brussels sprout plant. Brussels sprout plants are huge stalks that can be 2 to 3 feet tall, and they have really big dark green leaves on top of them. You would never know that this little thing grows on such a big plant. It's so cool to see how our food grows. Most Brussels sprouts are grown in California during September all the way through March, which means they don't mind growing through cooler weather. I personally love Brussels sprouts, and they're really good for you. They help your eye health, they help give you fiber and vitamin C. But you might be wondering, where do Brussels sprouts get their name? Well, it's actually a funny story. They were really popular in Belgium in the 16th century. So they named this sprout after the capital of Belgium, Brussels. So that's how we got the name Brussels sprouts. But Brussels sprouts didn't come to America until the 18th century when the French settlers brought them to Louisiana. And we've had them ever since. Let's take a closer look at our Brussels sprout. So like I said before, it's nice and green and tiny. And you can see this is the part that used to be attached to the stem. You can also see that there are a bunch of different leaves that kind of peel back, almost like a cabbage again. But if you cut a Brussels sprout open, you can really see its layers. This is the inside of a Brussels sprout. So you can see all the leaves in there have different layers and can peel apart. There are lots of different ways to cook Brussels sprouts. You can steam them in water so they get nice and soft. You can roast them up so they get crispy. That's my favorite way to eat them. You can also slice them really thin when they're raw like this, and you can make a really nice slaw for a taco or make a fresh crunchy salad with it. Today, I'm gonna try a roasted Brussels sprout. Okay, so I roasted my Brussels sprouts with a little bit of olive oil and salt and put it in the oven at 425 for 30 minutes, and they look nice and crispy. Let's try one. You can see all the layers in there and it looks nice and crispy and delicious. Yum! They're so good, they're nice and crunchy, and I hope you enjoy your Brussels sprouts today. Thanks for watching!